In 3, 2, 1, welcome to another exciting episode of Buddy Talks, brought to you by me, Marvin. How's it going, everyone? And I've been having a lot of fun with this, and I'd like to thank you all for listening. So, I decided, let's get some family in on this. So today, I have none other than my very own brother. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brother Buddy today.
Yes, we got. What do you want to be called? What's your name?
You can call me Mike. Mike works for today.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining me, Mike.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, as I said, Mike is indeed my brother. I've known him for several years of my life, pretty much all of them.
Yes. I've known you for all your life as well. Yes, I have.
We have another exciting, stupendous, ubiquitous, and other adjective-filled episode for you. But first, we'd like to go ahead and ask if you could do me a quick solid. You can go ahead and give me a 5-star rating and a written text review. It'll be a fantastic thing because it'll allow us to just kind of get out there and talk to more people and give out those splendiferous digital hugs that we love to give out all the time.
I love those digital hugs.
Digital hugs are amazing. So we got some exciting stuff to talk about today. One of the things we're going to be talking about is, something that everyone knows. And as you guys know by now, especially if you listen to In Our Honest Opinion, I'm a big collector of toys. And my brother, he's into it as well. Probably not to the extent that I'm into.
No.
You're definitely a little more focused. So we're going to be talking toys, and we're going to be talking old school shopping malls.
Shopping malls. Brick and mortar shopping malls.
Oh, man, I miss them.
The Amazon of the streets in 3D. Where shoplifting is illegal. Not like that legal shoplifting Amazon does now.
Oh, exactly. But, yeah, man, so toys. What is it about toys that draws us in? I know what draws me in, but what draws you in?
Oh,
Mike?
what draws me in? So there's nothing more exciting. So I'm going back, way back.
Okay, all right.
Back in the time where perusing the toy aisles in Kmart, good old Kmart.
Oh God.
And it's one of those things where if you see something that draws you in and you flip over the back and it's like, ooh, it's got hidden compartments. I don't know. It's just all the art.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing that you definitely don't see. I remember back in the day, especially like He-Man stuff, remember? You would see, it was like painted.
Yes.
Painted murals of these epic battle scenes.
Yes.
And things like He-Man, Thundercats, they didn't really have a solid backstory, and the cartoons were just there essentially to be long commercials.
Well, yeah, that was interesting because it's now usually you have the toys that come out after the show, but in that case, back then it was, hey, we have this toy line out. Why don't we do a Saturday morning cartoon?
Exactly. Have you seen The Toys That Made Us on Netflix?
Yes.
I love that series.
Numerous times, yes.
And seeing how they go about, how marketing has changed from back then to now. No one wanted to pick up the Star Wars stuff. That is hilarious. And the fact that Kenner took it, and I think it was one of the worst deals George Lucas said he ever did, because for every $1, George Lucas only got 5 cents, and I think Kenner got 95 cents.
Oh, yeah, it was a horrible deal.
Yeah.
Horrible deal. And it's just, they were very dismissive. They didn't think it would go anywhere.
Yeah.
Now, I'm glad you mentioned Kenner, because that's, that is one of my favorite classic toy companies. Yes.
Why Kenner?
Kenner came out with some cool stuff like I'm going to think of two things right now, right? Okay. The Knight Industries 2000 from 1982-83.
Okay.
That was a Kenner product.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay, for those of you who are unsure, Knight Industries 2000, what is that?
Oh, that is, oh gosh, maybe we should ask Joe. No, who has never seen it. So there was a very popular show in the 80s called Knight Rider. Michael Knight was a driver, and he drove a computer-controlled car named KITT, which stood for Knight Industries 2000. He did all sorts of stuff like drive himself, turbo boost, and jump. And they were basically, it was like the Lone Ranger, and KITT was his horse.
Yeah, because KITT was 1982
Trans Am. Yep, Recaro
Yeah,
edition.
black on black.
Yes.
With the tan interior.
Yes.
It was it still is, in my opinion, a slick looking car.
It is. It is.
And if I could have like any movie car, I think that would be what I would choose.
Yeah, that would be the first one. I'd have to have that.
And I think DeLorean second.
Yeah, I'd have to have the DeLorean second.
And then I think there will be Ecto 1.
Yeah, because I mean, I always thought that General Lee was cool, but I don't think I would look right driving around in a General Lee.
What are you talking about? A black man driving around with a Confederate flag on his roof? I mean,
Oh, I thought that was just a different version of the American flag
Yeah,
on top.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
but okay, going back. So the 90 Industries 2000,
Yes.
that was a Kenner product.
Yes,
I
and-
didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's Kenner product, and then all the Ghostbusters line.
Was that also
Yes,
Kenner?
that was all Kenner.
Based off the animated series.
Correct.
Yeah.
The real Ghostbusters.
The real Ghostbusters, yes.
Yes.
Gosh. Which you can actually watch now, for those people who don't know, on Netflix.
Oh, is it on Netflix?
They have the
now?
series on Netflix
oh,
now.
Man, there goes a bunch of time.
But yeah, man, it's something about... So, okay, everyone knows... Why? Why are you into toys? What pulls you in? What is it about toys intrigues you? Even, I mean, you're how old now?
40.
Yeah. What actually still makes you interested in this stuff?
So, okay. So, are we talking new or old or all or what?
In general.
Oh, so basically, why do I want to buy a toy and I see it?
Yeah.
So there's a part of my brain that still lets me escape.
Okay.
It's a form of escapism.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm not rolling around on the floor, with with the little cars
Just
or
me?
anything
Okay.
anymore. but I'll sit there and it's kind of I'm kind of running the dialogue through my head now because
Yeah.
if I said this stuff out loud, my family would really think something was wrong.
Yeah,
But I'll
okay.
just sit there in what looks like me holding a spaceship. But there's like a whole little mini mission going on, and I'm designing the whole thing. So it's
Okay.
a form of escapism for
So
me.
just world building. Just hanging out,
Yeah,
just
pretty
world
much.
building. Okay.
Pretty much. I've done notes,
Yeah.
just in case I decide I'm ever gonna put something together.
I learn something new about you
I
every day.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Hey, all sorts of other stuff happens after 6 p.m.
Yeah, that's true. Really? So, okay, so you like that aspect of it and just like the world building and like the potential possibility that's there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now I will surprise my kids, especially my youngest, your youngest niece,
Yeah.
because she's hard. She will play with toys, right?
Oh, yeah.
So there could be, she was, hey, Dad, will you play? And I'm like, all right, well, what do you want me to play with? And she's like, I don't know, it doesn't matter. So I'll grab one of my toys,
Okay.
and then and she just rolls with it. That's
Like,
awesome.
So you say you grab one of your toys. What exactly?
Okay,
are you-
so I'll give you an example. So she's into the Lego Friends, right?
Okay.
So she'll have like Lego Friends having a picnic, right? And then, okay, Benny's spaceship will show up, and they'll come down, and they'll come land, and have an intergalactic picnic on this,
Okay.
M-class planet. I don't know.
That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. So she just rolls with the punches.
Yeah.
She just...
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
So it's very similar to how you and I would play, where you would have characters from multiple lines
Yeah.
working together. Like, what was it? A Ghostbuster working with a Ninja Turtle, also working
Oh.
with a
Bruh.
Yeah.
Like growing up for me, and not so much now, but before, Playmates was my jam.
that was your jam.
Because Ninja Turtles, as you guys already know, if you listen to everything else, that I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan. But I had so many Ninja Turtles. Never forget, it was my birthday. I got the party wagon, and it was on like Donkey Kong.
You want to know, but the favorite thing you had out of that whole line?
What's that?
The blimp.
The blimp was awesome.
I love that blimp.
That blimp was amazing. The only thing that bothered me about the blimp was storage.
Well,
because it was huge.
Well, yeah, I guess you're supposed to take the air out, but we're just lazy.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, and if you want to play with it like fully inflated, you got to sit there and just blow it up. And I didn't think to use an air pump. Just like good old American red-blooded lungs.
I did that with an inner tube once.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
But, yeah, I think sitting there in the escapism, because we would have moments where I'll never forget, because you're a fan of Constructs, and you made a Constructs minivan. I had a Super Mario Brothers 3 Mario, and they'd go on adventures, and then they'd meet up with Michael Knight with Kit,
Yep.
and then the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Hours upon hours of just playing and just creating these stories.
The mayhem would just ensue.
Yeah, and our house seemed so much bigger back then as we were crawling around doing car chases and all of that stuff.
Yeah, if we tried to do that in that house now, we'd be knocking all sorts of stuff over.
One thing, I probably wouldn't be able to get up because my knees.
Well, I
I don't think I could hold up to that. Secondly, yeah, we would be destroying everything. But yeah, there's just something about, I don't know, like before I would always love toys, just, playing with it. Now, I think for me, there's something about having a physical rendition of something that I love. So as you look through my house, you see Final Fantasy 7, you see Persona 5, you see a bunch of like Pokemon Funko Pops. I managed to, just something about having an actual object from something that I love that just kind of sit there in 3D and being able to hold in my hand. There's just something that just brings me joy. I'm not into a lot of other things, but there's just something about having that physical manifestation of an interest or a hobby, and especially if it's like a modern take on something that I wanted or had as a kid.
So funny you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about because something always magical happens every time I go and grab my Voltron 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Lion Voltron.
Yes, go Lion-O for the
Go, yeah.
Yes. So that's actually a funny story because I think you told me that they were bringing the
it
lions
back
again. I was like, oh,
yeah,
and I found the black lion. And couldn't find any other parts, so I was like, all right, I will find one. And I happened to be with my daughters at another Target store where we found an arm. I think we found the green lion,
yeah,
the blue lion, and the yellow lion, but we needed to find the red lion. So I was like, okay. So then it turned into a thing.
Oh, yeah, you're committed.
3 Target stores later, we found that lion. And we got home, I tore open the packaging. And then, so it makes noises when you put them all together. And then when I got that last piece together and it's standing there, it was like, I thought I was gonna be able to form the blazing sword myself. I was ready to go, man.
Yeah, man. And there's just something about that because you and I growing up, our dad, I would say he is probably the driving force that got us to where we're at with this sort of thing.
Yes, because it was always, I aspire to have all the toys my dad had.
Yeah.
See, most young men would be talking about like, maybe their dad had a really cool car or something.
Yeah.
No, we're literally talking about toys.
Yes. Yes. Because he had Vehicle Voltron, a die-cast Lion Voltron.
Yeah, the Matchbox one from 85.
And then he had it was a plastic Voltron that had like the pilots that just looked like he was swollen.
Yeah, it looked like a bad workout.
Yeah. Yeah. And he just had tons of Legos. Robotech.
Oh my gosh, Robotech.
Yeah. The Robotech, he had the Cyclone, he had the Alpha Fighter from the 3rd iteration of Robotech, which is known as Maspieta in Japan.
Scott Bernard.
Yeah, Scott Bernard.
Mars base.
Yes.
But was blue.
Yes. Because that was the captain's
right.
His would be blue.
Right.
But when a couple of years back, I want to say, was it Toynami?
Yeah,
I think they
it was.
came out with a bunch. I felt the need. I had to get those because this is what my dad had, and it's what I always wanted.
You know, it's funny. I could never find the Scott Bernard ones, but knowing you had it, I went ahead and got as a kid, I had the small version, the Rook Bartley.
Yep.
And the green, I have the green one now. So.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, I got the green one shortly after I got the Rook Bartley.
Okay.
So I got that, and then I also have, what was his name? The green guy, Ren or something?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but I have his Cyclone. Which,
oh yeah,
which I tell you, I get all excited when I go to transform the toy, and it's multiple different iterations. But I did this one once, and it took, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the Scott Bernard Cyclone, and it took me like an hour and a half in order to transform it each way.
Oh,
so it's only been transformed twice.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but I don't know what it was because they're just these little things. I will see it, and I'll be like, I got to do whatever I got to do to get that because that was another driving force from our dad.
Yeah, and it's. I agree with what you said about the have a physical copy of something that you're really into. I don't know. It's I guess this it some people collect art, you know.
Yeah.
Some people collect other things, sculptures or whatever, and
Yeah.
you know, it's something cool about having the actual physical toy. Like I'm into cars and stuff, right? So it wasn't enough to have like the Alpine poster on the wall, or the Lamborghini. I needed to have give me the die-cast something of it.
Yeah.
So I was more of a Porsche guy, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I think, like for me, I was always in an anime. You weren't really in an anime or anything like that.
no.
So I would have that stuff on my wall, like Dragon Ball Z. I would have video game posters, and I'll never forget, man. Like Ocarina of Time came out in '97, I want to say. I went to Best Buy. It was the worst action figure I'd ever seen in my life, but I needed it because I needed to have an action figure of Link from Ocarina of Time on my shelf.
Would he just fall apart like the first generation Optimus Prime?
No, he could barely. I don't even think he can move his legs. It was just his
Oh.
arms and his head turned. He couldn't even put his sword in his shield.
Dude, that sounds
Or
horrible.
in his sheath on his back, and the shield just kind of clipped onto his wrist. But having that, I was like, this is all I need. This is awesome.
That's like the Dick Tracy action figure I had, where he was kind of in one pose, and you really couldn't make him sit. His arms moved up and down. But
Yeah, man. That was old school Playmates toys, man.
Yeah.
They were built to last, but they looked like they were in pain. The grimaces on their face, and he looked like he was wearing lipstick. I thought that was the weirdest thing.
yeah. He was missing they never made the coat for him either.
That's what I never understood.
Which was, I mean, that was his trademark, and they didn't.
He had the yellow hat, he had the watch, but he did not have his coat, which I don't understand.
No, they never made any sense. Never made any sense. Oh, I forgot about that figure. I still have him somewhere too.
Yeah, I still have. It's funny. I came across my movie star. Like as a kid, one of my favorite toys was my movie stars Michelangelo. He was like rubbery, but he looked more like the movies in the cartoons.
Yes.
And that thing went to hell and back. I swear. His nunchuck, like everyone who's had the Ninja Turtles toys, Michelangelo, his nunchucks were notorious for breaking, so it looked like sticks of dynamite.
Oh yeah.
But you end up taping it. Like our dad, he would Dremel into one of the things, and it would be a shorter stick. But hey, I'd have a full
that's
nunchuck
right.
again.
That's right, and it worked.
Yeah, but man, every time I see that, I just have the fond memories of when I got that, because our mom, whenever we would get good grades, she'd let me get a treat, and I was determined to get that Michelangelo.
You know, it's. I'm glad you brought that up, because on the way here, I was thinking of one moment where I thought I had made a mistake with my choice for my grade reward.
Yeah.
So it was like 1987 or something, right?
Yeah.
And got good grades, and here we are at the Kmart again.
Yeah.
And you probably remember this. You're probably gonna start laughing, but I changed my mind at the last minute to not get the Captain Power Phantom Striker, the
Yes.
black ship.
Yeah, because I got the XT7, the white ship.
Do you remember what I got instead?
Didn't you get the Michael Jackson Bad album?
I did.
Yeah.
I still have it.
Yeah. It's a good album.
I still want that Phantom Striker.
That Phantom Striker was dope. It looked like a high heel.
High
thing
heel
was dope.
shoe. Yep.
Rand. I'm sorry.
Rand.
Rand was a
I
character
was thinking
from
Ren.
Robotech.
What Ren? What
I don't
am I
know.
thinking Ren from?
I think that was his Japanese name, but
Oh, okay.
sorry,
yeah,
I
Rand.
was looking that up.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I will never forget, like, what was, okay, like I said, Ninja Turtles were my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably one of my defining moments as a child that I remember. I remember the day we got those.
I
was
watched that happen.
we were at Kmart,
Kmart. We spent a lot of time at Kmart.
and I didn't know what it was because the cartoon didn't come out yet.
Oh, that's right.
So I was like, that's cool. Do you remember what you wanted?
No, I don't.
You wanted the die-cast Starship Enterprise that separated.
Oh, that's right. I still have that too.
I can't remember who makes it. Was it Matchbox? I think it was Matchbox.
Is it Matchbox, or was it because their figures were Playmates as well?
No, the later figures were Playmates, but the early ones I think were Matchbox.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The series of toys that made us will be able, because Star Trek is in that.
Oh, wow. We'll be able to check that
I
out.
want to say it was Matchbox, but you wanted that
I wanted
Enterprise
that
D.
so bad.
You wanted that so bad, but you're like, no, that's a little too much. So you ended up getting a Raphael.
Do you remember how much that Enterprise was? I remember
It
exactly
was
how
probably
much.
what, like $10?
No, it was $7.99.
That's hilarious.
And the Ninja Turtle, I think, was like $3.98 or something.
Yeah, back when you could get action figures sub $5. I will never forget just looking up as many pennies as I could so I could buy Super Shredder. But getting that Leonardo, he's not my favorite turtle now, but that was a defining moment in my childhood. Because that was the first release where he had the rubbery head.
Yeah, they had the soft head, so you
Yeah.
could make all these grimace faces.
Exactly. And I could never remember his name.
Well, you remember it now.
Yeah. I sat for out. I always had to ask you, what was his name again?
Do you remember which one I got?
Raphael.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
You
I remember.
probably- you
Now
probably-
I remember. Back then, I didn't care.
Oh, right.
I just know he was the red one, but he didn't have swords, so I didn't care.
With the size.
Exactly. And the thing is, you still have him somewhere in a
Yes.
little plastic baggie, complete with his character.
He's
like-
got the card.
Yeah, the card, and I think you have like the weapons tray that he came.
Yeah,
with.
the weapons tray, and actually he's in a box now. He's in the same box with the. Do you remember when they did the transforming?
the transforming turtles.
They
yeah.
would turn into Ninja Turtle to a turtle.
Yes.
and I have the Donatello.
Yes.
Yeah, they're in the same box.
That's funny.
And then they're sitting right above a box that has two very special toys to me, which is another Kenner product actually.
Which one is that?
Mask.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and. What is MASK for the people who are uninitiated?
So, oh my gosh, I knew you were going to ask me this. Okay, so MASK is an acronym, and I don't remember what it stood for.
Mobile Armor Strike Command.
Oh,
they
thank
couldn't spell.
Oh, that's right. Huh. Okay, so I don't feel so bad for forgetting it.
yeah,
Then.
yeah.
So they basically had these vehicles that would transform into other types of vehicles as they fight. I don't remember what the it was.
Venom.
Venom was the and the good guys were Mask. Right?
Yeah.
they were Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have the Thunderhawk, Matt Tracker.
Matt Tracker.
As a driver.
Yeah, the Thunderhawk was based off of another. It was a
It was
Camaro.
a 86 Camaro.
Yeah. Red with the purple decals on it.
Yes, the very 80s looking. Yes.
Yeah.
And that one's still complete. I even have the missiles.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, actually.
Well, I was smart. Our dad had said, "Why don't you take the missiles out the bottom before you lose them?" Because when we got them, you got one as well.
Yeah.
We got them at a shopping mall.
Yeah.
We had just come back to the States out in Virginia somewhere during that.
Is that where we got them?
Yeah, the 1984 Christmas shopping season.
Yeah.
We got those, and then we proceeded to go to our uncle's house and hurl them down the stairs because we thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
that sounds pretty accurate. That sounds about right. Yeah.
And then for my birthday, several years later, I know the driver's name is Vanessa Warfield,
Yes.
and the car with the Mantis.
What was
It was a purple 300ZX. I know that.
Yeah. Mass purple 300
Yes.
ZX. And that thing is, I just looked this up because a friend of mine, actually, Manta.
Manta. I was
Manta.
close. See, I'm close. And I got that at you remember where we got it, right?
Was it Service Merchandise?
Service merchandise.
Yes.
The aisle it was in was just down the aisle from the Neo Geo.
Yeah. Yeah. The Neo Geo, which was super expensive.
Oh my gosh, cartridges as big as what seemed like a coffee table.
Vanessa Warfield
Vanessa Warfield.
with the Manta. Yeah.
Why do I remember the driver and not the car?
I don't know. But I actually have I have a Manta. It's not complete, but a dude at work actually gave me one.
Oh, you do have one?
Yes.
Does it have the ejection
It
seat?
still has the ejection
Oh, see, that's the one. That's the piece most people
Does
lose.
not have the driver.
No driver.
No
Okay.
driver.
Well, you can find drivers.
It had some random other character in as the driver.
Oh.
I don't know who it was. He's another mask guy because he fits.
I know she was like this slender redhead
Yep.
Yeah.
And she wore the blue like jumpsuit.
Jump. Yeah, that was not baggy at all like Matt Tracker's.
No,
outfit.
no. Funny. So I'm not sure if you know that they've been trying to bring Mask back.
Oh, they have.
They have, and there's been rumor about a movie coming out a couple years ago. Actually, I think G.I. Joe Mask was incorporated into G.I. Joe.
Yes, because he would show Matt Tracker would he showed
Yeah,
up
yeah.
as I don't know what he was.
I know they had a G.I. Joe that you could get a Matt Tracker.
Yes.
So you get a 3 3/4 inch Matt Tracker action figure that doesn't even fit the Thunderhawk or anything like that.
So it was the classic. Well, when I say classic, the classic '80s GI Joe.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You know, I wasn't into GI Joes as a kid.
Which is funny because I wasn't either. I was more into like Transformers,
Right.
Ninja Turtles, obviously. He-Man was cool, but it wasn't my favorite.
It wasn't really. See,
Yeah.
it wasn't my favorite either.
It wasn't my favorite. I thought he was cool, but it definitely was far from my
I
favorite.
don't know. I was definitely into Transformers, and okay, I'm gonna admit this to all your I almost said viewers, all your listeners.
Yeah.
Yes, I like the GoBots. Okay,
So that's like 5 people who like GoBots.
hey, you 5 people out there. Hey, I got you. I got
So
you.
you don't believe that GoBots were better than Transformers, did you?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, I was
I'm
about
not.
to say.
I'm not saying that.
I was about to say you're off the show.
And I'm out. So what was funny was they had like these alternate versions of what we knew as Transformers, and it was like, oh, cool. They're like they're other transforming vehicles, because there was one of like a Porsche 928S, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't even know truly started out as a GoBot, but I know it ended up a GoBot.
Yeah.
You know, towards the end of the run.
Yeah.
But the thing is, these things were made out of metal.
Yeah, they were die-cast.
Yeah, die-cast, and there was this other one that looked like this weird the Future Machine thing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had Future Machine written on
Yeah.
it. I never saw it on
Yeah,
the show.
I was a big fan of the. Yeah, you never saw these two, so I think it was just one of those exercises in the '80s where they just, hey, let's just take that and put a brand name on it, and we'll sell even more of them.
So for those people who don't know what GoBots is, GoBots were Tonka's answer to Transformers.
Oh, they're Tonka?
They're Tonka.
Oh.
That explains the diecast.
Okay.
So Transformers were doing it big. So Tonka's like, all right, we're gonna go ahead and do our thing, and we're gonna come out with GoBots. From 1983 to 1987. Actually, looks like
Leader One was there.
Hasbro absorbed Tonka in 1991.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but yeah, it was Leader One was for the hero team.
Uh-huh.
I don't even remember.
He was an
what they
F-15.
were. Yeah, he was an F-15.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the factions were called.
I have no idea.
But and the enemy was like he was like a motorcycle.
Was he?
I think he was like Cyclonus or something like that.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember, because no one should ever commit. Psykill was his name.
Oh gosh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Psykill and
That's
Leader
right.
One. No one should ever have to commit GoBots to their memory. I'm sorry, but it's just. But
Hey, but I still got you 5 listeners out
exactly, I remember I had a Leader One toy, and he was pretty awesome. He was die-cast metal. I think part of him broke, but
there. So what's funny? You remember where you got that?
no.
Okay, so you got that at Montgomery Ward
What really?
at Tampa Bay Center,
Oh God.
and the time you got that, I got another record.
What record did you get this time?
Mike and the Mechanics, The Living Years.
I do remember when you got that.
Yes. Yeah, and the thing is, we're driving home in the back of the van, and you're looking at this toy, and I'm just staring at this record because I can't do anything with it.
No, you couldn't. You couldn't transform a record.
Well, you can't. You can do it once.
That's true.
Well, I could flip it from one side to the other,
Yeah, that's about it.
and the music changes.
But yeah, man, it's like I just remember just going on all those cool adventures, because Toys R Us, the defunct and soon to be resurrected toy store, and dropping our mom off at work, we'd get into one lane. We would be able to tell if we were going all the way out to Toys R Us, which was what, like, as a kid, it seemed like it took forever.
Well, yeah.
But now it's like, what, a 15-minute drive?
15-minute drive from where we lived at the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
And we would spend an afternoon, me, you, and our dad, an afternoon just perusing the toy aisles.
And looking for Star Trek figures later on.
Because he had the complete first wave, and he had several of the different ways, like, moving forward.
Yes. He never did. Actually, I did get him a Counselor Troy.
No, we found one. I found him
You
one
did
at a
find
comic
it?
shop.
Okay.
That's the one I found.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I found one also, so he probably has
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found one at a comic shop. And, he has the complete first wave. And he's what got me into buying, like, complete waves of stuff.
So yeah, so this is what I find funny. So I'm gonna go back talking about the Ghostbusters
Yeah.
figures, right?
Yeah.
So here we are. We got the opportunity because we never really got. Well, you got your Ninja Turtle stuff, and that's the first time I think one of us got the whole complete set of something.
Yeah.
Because usually it was either we
But I still didn't get the complete set, though.
you didn't.
No, I didn't get Bebop, Rocksteady. I only got the 4 main turtles.
Okay, well, the
Yeah.
four main ones because they
Yeah.
had so many different characters.
Yeah.
So here we are at Tampa Bay Center again,
Mhm.
and I don't know KB Toys or
KB
what it
Toy
was,
Store.
and we both got the same kit. We both got a Peter Venkman. I have no idea why we did that.
Not initially, because initially I got a Silverhawk and you got Peter Venkman.
Oh, that's right, Copper Kid. You got Copper
I got
Kid.
Copper
Oh
Kid.
my god!
And I was just like, I want a Ghostbuster now. You had Peter Venkman? I'm getting
get
Peter Venkman.
So it's funny. I don't really remember what the other characters look like, but there's one that stands out. It was an Egon Spangler.
Uh-huh.
But it was one of the ones that did stuff where you hit a lever on his back and his jaw would drop
And his glasses would poke out.
and his tie would
Yep.
stand out.
It was the action ones that came out later on, yeah.
Yeah, I never did get any other.
I only had one other on, and that was Janine Melnitz.
Oh, you did have Janine.
I got
Melnitz.
her with the Ecto 1
Didn't
for
you?
Christmas.
You had another vehicle from them too. The little
No, I didn't get any other vehicles.
really?
No.
Oh.
Nick across the street.
Oh,
he had
they
the other
had all of those. Yeah.
Ghostbuster stuff. I only had Peter Venkman and Ecto 1 with Janine.
Well, we had to be very
Janine
very
didn't come with-
strategic, man. Picking,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's it was very different, and either the line would change or our interests would differ. But it's I don't know. Peter Venkman's probably still hanging out somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Every now and then I would come across, like, him when I would be going through boxes.
And then you'd find like a proton pack somewhere.
Yeah. With that long green, like, energy beam.
It was nice and convenient when you had to put them in a car.
Yeah. Seriously.
And the thing that was funny was even though him and Michael Knight, both Kenner toys, right?
Yeah.
But it was like an inch and a half difference in height, so the
Uh-huh.
scale was completely off.
Oh, no.
For
Yeah.
the figures.
No one seemed to follow the standard scale, unlike today.
Well, yeah.
Which is cool, though, because you can find, I think Hasbro is now the toy licensor for Ghostbusters.
Are they bringing them back?
I think so. And I know Diamond Select, they did the cartoon versions recently that you can get.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you can get them. So it's like what you remember they would look like
Yes.
is how they actually look now. And it's kind of awesome. 1/12 scale, and they're pretty badass.
Yeah. Ghostbusters holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I knew you liked it. I didn't know you liked it that
I
much.
really liked. I mean, when they came out with the Firehouse and Lego, and
Yeah.
I dragged that freaking box all the way through downtown Disney or Disney
Yeah.
Springs or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
My arms were hurting. Like they double bagged it
Uh-huh.
and wrapped another bag around the handle, so I had another handle to carry this thing. And by the time I got to the car, it's like, yeah, I didn't.
That's funny.
I didn't have to work out for a week.
So speaking of Lego, okay. Would you say that is if you had to go and choose one toy from your childhood that everything else is gone, you'd have to keep that one toy. Would it be Lego? That one toy line?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes. I would give up my Michael Knight and kit
Yeah.
for Lego.
The versatility with Lego.
That's the thing. It's because, well, you can have a vehicle here now, and you can reconfigure it and have something else.
Have an airplane.
Yes.
Have
so,
whatever.
I don't know. I like to think I was a smart kid because I used to ask for a lot of Lego because I knew I could combine them and make something even bigger.
Yeah. That one Christmas we got, the space shuttle, was probably one of the coolest things ever.
Oh, my goodness. Mine is sitting partially assembled in the box.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I moved, because it sat up.
For years.
Yeah, for years.
Yeah.
And when I moved, I got married, moved. It's still sitting in the box. I know
Yeah.
exactly where it's at. That's actually in my house, not in
Yeah.
storage.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine was separated a long time ago. That's how I was actually able to make a Lego Porsche and Lego Dodge Viper in a solid, like, white and black color scheme.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't all multicolored.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? It's we were able to see past a lot of that. And then,
Oh, yeah.
Because what's crazy is now you do Lego Creations. I mean, with all the Lego CAD software you have out there now, it's like, okay, well, you can just go to Brick Builder and buy the pieces you want. But it's like, okay, well, if I make this, how would it look in blue and white? Because that's really
Yeah.
all the pieces I have.
Exactly.
With a touch of gray.
Exactly. Silver Fox Lego. I like it. I like it. But yeah, I mean, so what is your most memorable Lego set?
Most memorable, like that I had, or most memorable that I wanted but never got until later in life?
Ooh. If there's one set and you can only have this one set, what would it be?
The Classic Space 1983 Galaxy Commander.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's the thing that had like the big box on the back?
Yeah, it separated into 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Had a dual cockpit front. It was blue and white. It was the newer Space
I do
series.
remember that one.
So our dad Santa brought it for him Christmas 1983, and I was a wee little lad, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I no, Santa did not bring me one, and he didn't bring me one the next year either, nor did I get one the following year, but I did get the mobile command base or something, but they didn't make that ship anymore.
So that's the one that had the gray baseboards?
Yeah, and then had the little rocket missile thing that would slide out.
Yeah.
I did my original kit, the pieces were all over the place, but I did manage to find another mint.
Yeah.
So that is actually sitting up on my shelf in my home office now, next to my 2 1983 Galaxy Commanders that I found for a nice price.
Yeah. And you actually got me one of the Classic Space Police
Yes,
sets for
the
Christmas,
SP Striker.
which was awesome because it had the light bricks.
I don't even have that one. I can't even find it now.
That thing is amazing. I still have it, and it's awesome. I think, Lego is definitely one of the coolest creations because, one, they have quote unquote boy Lego and girl Lego, but let's be real, Lego's
Lego, man.
They didn't try to be gender specific.
No.
And everyone can play with Lego.
Right.
You set some Lego down in front of someone, and they're gonna sit there and mess with it. I think the live studio audience and I, we build Lego. Every year she gets a Lego advent calendar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's usually pretty amazing the stuff that we get out of it.
I try to get they usually come out with a winter set.
Yeah.
And I try to get the new winter set that comes out. Oh, I haven't picked mine up yet.
Yeah.
I need to get my advent calendar.
Yeah.
But but I got the train, and I've got the little Lego building that comes with the train, so you can hook the tracks up to it.
I always thought the train sets were awesome.
Yeah.
I just never got because it's a lot of
I
space.
never had any of the trains before. They were expensive for the amount for the price. You got way more if you got something else.
Yeah.
But this was a holiday train, so I've got like I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 different buildings now.
Yeah.
So once if I have room to actually set them all up, then that would be really, really, really cool looking.
Yeah.
Because the first year I had room to set one up on each speaker at the house or something. But now it's like, no, I don't
not
have.
So much.
I don't have room for that.
Not
anymore.
so much. What is do you have a set that is the one that got away?
Oh, the set that got away. So there's one that I've been chasing. I was too young to have gotten it when it was new, but it was like the predecessor to that 1983 Galaxy Commander, the Galaxy Explorer.
Wait, the predecessor or the successor? Did it come before?
Came before.
Oh.
Yeah, it came before.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
It used the classic colors of the translucent yellow.
What was it called?
It's the Galaxy Explorer set number 497, I believe. I told you, I've been looking a while.
97, okay. It came... Oh, my.
Yes, yeah. It was the classic blue with the gray and the translucent yellow, where the Galaxy Commander used the newer white and blue and translucent blue.
This looks very Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, it does. Well, that was 19... I want to say it was... I don't know if it was 80 or 81, or even before that. But that was classic space at its finest.
Very gray, very blue.
Very big.
Holy crap! This is very. I mean, it had 497. Come on now. Sets are usually like 4 to 5 digits now. In order.
Let's see. What's the number on this advent calendar? It's 60,235.
Yeah.
They haven't really had 60,000 sets, have they?
No, but that just shows how far they've come. That they needed to add more numbers.
Yes. Yeah, that was Yeah, so that's I can't really say that one got away because I never got close to that one. So
So if you, because in Denmark,
Mm-hmm.
where they have Lego headquarters, they have a vault where they have every set. If you
Yes.
can go and pick one set, which would you pick?
oh my gosh. So
I know which one I'd get. Anna would kill me
oh my god. Oh wait wait wait. Wait a
if
minute.
it was free.
Oh so we're talking like oh my gosh.
You get one set.
One set out of everything they've ever come out with. Because they have
Everything.
one of everything in there, right?
Yep.
At least.
One of everything.
I mean, I'm hooked on that. I'm hooked on that. That Galaxy Explorer, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a fine choice.
I would. You know, I'm into the classic space stuff. So
Yeah.
that's the one. Now you're probably gonna tell me yours. And it's gonna bring back all sorts of memories, and then I'll want to change my answer.
Well, it's actually more recent than that.
Wait. I think I know which one you're gonna say. Is it? Can I guess?
Go for it.
Is it the Millennium Falcon?
The Ultimate Collector's Millennium Falcon. So you mentioned Disney Springs. I went with Lou, who I will get on this show. He bought the recent Ultimate Collector's Millennium Falcon. Don't get me wrong, I want this thing because it's to scale to the minifigures.
Yeah, and they all fit in the in the cockpit the way they're
Yes.
supposed to.
Yes. He bought that. It came in such a big box, they had to have someone wheel it out to the car.
Well, I'd never seen a Lego cube before.
Yeah.
Like the box was a cube.
The box is a cube, and the thing is huge.
What you say? That thing's like 2 feet by 3 feet by.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, they could have easily made a little mini pallet for that thing, and it would have
yeah.
been perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a lot of the ship is hollow because it's structural to kind of keep it together and not collapse on itself. But I would love to have that.
So let me ask you quick, because I don't know anyone who's actually built one.
Yeah.
So I mean, so I told you I like to sit on my couch holding. Can you actually hold that thing,
You need both hands in order to hold it,
or do you need to like put like a monopod
and
under?
it has like instructions on how to lift it.
Oh my gosh!
Because you need to do it right, or it's gonna just collapse. But it's so cool.
You know how many? I'll come close to buying it.
It's so cool.
I've come so close, but it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that one, because I wanted the original one that came out before. It was half the price because that thing now it's like $800.
right.
And the one that they released before was definitely a lot. I think it was maybe 300.
Okay,
three to
okay.
400 when it came out, and I didn't jump on it, and I regretted it because that thing is worth thousands of dollars now.
Oh man,
But that new one though, that new thing is beautiful.
it's and Lego's like perfect for it too because
Yeah.
all your gray with the. I mean, it looks like random pieces, but
Yeah.
they help build the texture that the Millennium Falcon just has. So when you photograph it, perfectly, you get the shadows, and it looks so legit, man.
Yeah. And I think that, like, I've seen some setups that people have where they build it and they make like a plexiglass table and light it, and it just looks cool.
So it's funny. I work with a guy in my building, and he's in all the. He loves Star Wars, and all his Lego stuff. He's not into Lego, but he loves the Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
And he found one of those. So back in the day, you used to be able to get an aquarium coffee table. Mm-hmm. It was like I don't know how many gallons it was, but it was like I don't know, like 3 feet square or something, like 2 feet, 2.5 feet tall or whatever. So he bought one for his house. He has no children, and he lives with his girlfriend. And no, I'm not secretly talking about you, Marvin. And he took a picture. He put it in his living room.
Yeah.
And when his girlfriend asked him, "Oh, are we getting fish?" and he goes, "No, I'm putting my Millennium Falcon in it."
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Yeah, I don't know what it is just about Millennium Falcon, because I have one of the sets of Millennium Falcon. It's smaller. It suffices. It passes. It fits what I need it to be.
but it's not the
It's
what they
not
call the ultimate collection.
collectors. It's not to scale.
Didn't they do what's the new the Imperial
The Star Destroyer?
Star Destroyer?
Yeah, they just released a new one, yeah.
How big is that thing?
I don't know. I didn't even look into it.
You want to talk about one that's kind of look klutzy to hold, man.
I don't even know if it's worth trying to hold that thing.
I mean,
I know that also comes in a brick.
I guess that's like putting the USS flag on your lap on the couch.
Bruh. Bruh. That thing is what, 7 feet long?
7 feet long. That was its own coffee table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. The Galactic Empire Star Destroyer Ultimate Collector Set, 4,784 pieces, known as Devastator.
I think it's wow.
$700.
Oh, it's the cheaper one.
I know, right? There's this one I think that just came out recently, October 1st for everyone else, but yeah, it doesn't give me the dimensions.
So that October 1st this year?
Yeah, it
Okay.
just came out. Jeez, that's insane.
I don't know. I'm still all about the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, there's something about the Falcon that was just cool.
If they told me here's $800 and you got to go buy, a Lego set, I guess that would be it. Because first of all, there's really no other ones that are that
No,
expensive.
that's like, what do you get? The Taj Mahal? Okay, that's neat, but it's not the Millennium Falcon.
It ain't no spaceship. The Taj Mahal.
Come on, man.
Now you know what sets I regret not getting.
What's that?
I don't know what they call them, but like the Green Grocer was one of them. It's like
Oh, like the town and city sets.
yes, the town and cities. They all like clip together,
Yeah.
and you end up with a long sidewalk.
Yeah, they had like a movie place. They had like a deli.
They got the it's a corner gas station now. I mean, you could do like a couple city blocks with it now, but I decided I wanted to get into it. I don't know, a good
Way too late.
Yeah, way too late to where the original ones, because when it comes to that, sometimes I kind of turn into this completionist. Like if I get something and there's accessories, I gotta
Yeah.
have all the accessories. I don't know.
I know nothing about that.
It's like, oh really? What is this port for? Must find. Oh,
That's what she
okay,
said.
yeah.
Hey.
But it's then they've been talking about re-releasing the first ones, but I haven't seen it yet unless I completely missed it. I don't have any of the sets,
Yeah.
but it would be one of those where if they ever did that, it would be a very expensive visit.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, to the point where it's like, oh dang, I could have bought 2 Millennium Falcons with this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say. But I don't know. There's something about Lego is always releasing new cool stuff. Like, I'm not a diehard Batman fan. I think he's cool. But I like at the store recently, I saw they did a Batmobile that looks almost like the Tim Burton one. You know how tempting that is?
The Tim Burton, like the Michael Keaton,
Yeah, it
with
looks-
the turbine in the front.
Yeah, it looks kind of like that. And I was
When
like,
did they do that?
I saw it in Target. It was like $30.
I did not know about this.
It's very tempting. It's very tempting to pick up. I still have a couple sets I need to build, but it's just where am I going to put them and display them once I do?
You want to talk about having a couple sets that you need to build?
You have me beat there.
Oh my gosh! And that wasn't by design.
Yeah.
No, I ended up moving from my first house because I was going to, in my office, I was going to have multiple shelves up
Yeah.
around the ceiling. I would have these sets set up, but I
do vaguely remember you talking about that.
we ended up moving,
Yeah.
and now they're sitting in boxes in storage.
Yeah.
And what's funny is it's almost like people hear that, they think I made this investment. Oh, I'm going to buy these Lego sets and sell them. No, that was not the intention.
No.
Because I have the entire I don't remember what year now. I want to say 2008, 2009
Yeah.
Lego City Police
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another favorite set from 1983. Anyway,
Yeah.
Here in the States, you were able to get, I think they had the extra squad car, they had the police station, they had all this other stuff, but then there was a paddy wagon that was only Europe only.
I did not know about that.
Now, I worked for that Norwegian company,
Yeah.
and I happened to be at a shopping mall in Norway, and I walked into the toy
when you went to
store,
Norwegia.
and they had it. So I bought 2 of them and brought them back to the States. So I have the complete set
That's pretty awesome.
in boxes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Not by design, but they're still in
It just kinda
boxes.
happened.
And I still have I have one now, but it was a Toys R Us exclusive a Lego semi truck with the Toys R Us branding on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought 2.
I remember when they released that.
I sold one of them
Yeah.
for.
I'm sure you made some money.
Yeah, I made a little bit on that.
Especially when Toys R Us went down.
Yeah, there was, man. My daughter was begging me to go. She found a random Toys R Us shopping cart. She goes, "Can I get the shopping cart? I gotta have the shopping cart. I miss Toys R Us so much. What are we gonna do with the shopping cart?"
Hey man, it's Toys R Us one. I miss that place.
I
so
miss that
much.
place. It was, there are 2 places I used to like to go just to browse the shelves:
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble and Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned Barnes and Noble because have you been to Barnes and Noble recently?
Yeah, they have their own toy section.
Yes. Yes. And the thing is, it's not just like everyday stuff. No, you'll find like Japanese stuff
Yes.
that you can't find anywhere else. Actually, I think some Targets are actually even starting to get some Japanese toys.
I gotta say, Target
Bro.
is they're stepping their game up.
Target
man.
is one of the best places ever.
I mean, I don't talk about the other place that starts with a W, and
I refuse to go there. If I don't have to go there, I won't go there.
I haven't stepped foot in one of those stores in over 6 months,
You're lucky.
maybe over 8 months.
I was there earlier today.
My wife knows. I know. She'll say, "You need anything from Walmart?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah. No,
I'm good.
No. No, yeah. I'm not a fan. Definitely not a fan of that place. No. Give us Toys R Us back. Give us I want Toys R Us. Give us KB also.
You know what? If we're gonna go down that, bring us back Lionel Playworld. Turn my frown upside down.
Was that their
Yes.
catchphrase?
Yes,
didn't
with the
remember.
kangaroo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lionel Playworld. That place.
That was actually our preferred toy store back in the day.
I do remember that.
That's where all the Robotech and stuff came from. Toys R Us have it, but the Lionel Playworld, they were really good. They would have the full line of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're talking like it's like that scene in Toy Story 2 where you're in Al's toy barn and
Yeah.
you see like the whole like wall full of Buzz Lightyears.
Yup.
That's what the Voltron aisle looked like. It was all,
I vaguely remember
Yes.
seeing that
Yes.
stuff. I don't have a lot of memories from my childhood, but I do remember toy stores.
yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But I think that's about it. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go into some of the questions and comments that I had from previous episodes.
Okay, cool.
First off, thank you. Let's see, Opus Garza. For first episode, wow, trip down memory lane. This episode had me think about all the Halo LAN games. We're going to get into doing some of that LAN stuff later on. Played in college. His friends had huge tech house, fully networked with every room having Ethernet connection. We used to have clan nights, and we'd invite a gaming clan over from other universities. That's pretty awesome.
I'm glad he said gaming clan. I was going to ask where my invite was till I heard that. Sorry.
Another comment from the first episode. He loved the first episode. Thanks again. He was nice to hear us in our native uncensored habitat. It was also kind of very refreshing to be uncensored and not having to go into all the other stuff. Oh, actually, not having to keep it clean makes it easy on editing.
Oh.
Yeah. Quick comment for episode 2. Galaxy Folds breaking after just 2 days. Pretty sure that the testers just spend the entire 2 days opening and folding them. So Galaxy Fold, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
Yes, I am.
Bro, those phones. Neat concept. It with a pliable LCD screen or whatever type screen it has, but I just don't think we're ready for it yet.
No, and all the marketing photos, they Photoshop that seam out.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, like, that seam is so noticeable.
It's so prevalent.
And last comment he had on episode 2 was he doesn't Impossible Meat. As you know, I'm a big fan of Impossible Meat.
Oh man,
I
Impossible
freaking love
Meat.
the Impossible Whopper.
Oh my gosh,
I think it's delicious.
We should go get some. Like right now.
It's made for meat eaters that want to get away from meat, but why? Why do they want to get away from meat? Impossible Burger is higher in saturated fat, which is true. Lower in protein, also true. And it's processed food. So who is it really for? I mean, what you want, I just confuse on that purpose. I think people who kind of want to wean themselves off of the idea of meat is who it's typically for, or want some sort of alternative. Yeah, it is created in a lab. Let's be real, but it's. I know a lot of people who don't want to kill animals. Like Adam is a big advocate for animals, so it's definitely, I think, for people like him, and I just think it's like a nice alternative sometimes.
It's like a gateway to getting in a plant-based
Yeah.
diet. Have you seen the it was a limited run in the movie theater called Game Changers?
No.
They talked about athletes who went plant-based.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people didn't realize this, but the biggest thing was like, okay, so if you weight lift or whatever, you're eating all this meat, you
Yeah.
got to get all these proteins.
Yeah, get all the protein.
But like Arnold Schwarzenegger does meatless Mondays and stuff. And
Yeah.
there's all these athletes that they found that once they went plant-based,
Uh-huh.
they their stamina was better.
Really?
Like there's this one dude who was doing the rope thing where he sit
Yeah,
there.
the battle ropes.
Yeah, I think the first time around before he did this, he was doing it for maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He stopped after 60-something minutes because he got bored.
Wow.
So it's on Netflix. You need to check it out.
Is it?
Yes, it's on Netflix. They put
What's
it
it
on
called?
there. Game Changers.
Game Changers.
Yeah,
All right, I'll
I
check that out.
actually went to I went to the movie theater to go see it with a friend of ours.
Yeah.
Well, kind of ironic. I mean, we were kind of waiting for him to start because he started a half hour late, and I got hungry and got a hot dog. But
That's hilarious.
I felt completely guilty. So
Like,
if you
good hot
decide
dog.
you want to watch it, I'll bring the hot dogs over and we can go grill them up.
Heck yeah, man. Why
No, but
not?
it was very good. Game Changers.
Okay.
Yeah, check
I'll
it out.
Check that out. All right. I think this was a fantastic episode. Thanks again for being on.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have to have you on for another round of fun, especially nostalgia, because we can go talk to the end. I know we talked that we're gonna talk about malls, but we kind of got lost in toys, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
You talk about nostalgia. I'm right there, man. I should change my middle name to Nostalgia.
Or you can have another kid name them nostalgia.
No, I'm not having another kid.
Come on, man.
No. I'll just change the names of one of the ones I have now.
Hey, there you go. Well, again, thanks everyone for tuning in. You don't have any places that they can find you. Well, they can find you through. If you have any questions for Mike or me, go ahead and hit us up at buddytalkspod@gmail.com. You can listen to us at buddytalkspodcast.com. Also, we're on Spotify now. We're on Apple Podcasts, and hopefully soon Google Play. Thanks again, Mike. You can also, actually, let me run that back. You can find me on Twitter at TheArtfulGent, and also Buddy Talks. Buddy_talks, I want to say. So, yeah. Any last words?
No, man. When do I get to come back?
We'll see what happens.
All right, cool.
Awesome. Thanks again. Thank you all for listening. We'll see y'all later. Bye.